Hello, dear friends. I know it's been a while, but I have words and thoughts that I want to share with you today. I'm in my mom's sewing room, so that's why it looks like this. I haven't gone over it yet, and I wrote this while I was out. I'm just gonna read it, and then I'll explain afterwards, and if you want to listen to the explanation, then wait, I guess. But I kind of want to read it without context first, just, I don't know. Children playing with machine guns, crawling, infesting a tank with unsatiated joy. Ants atop a mountain of sugar. Explosion, boom, smoke, applause. A parade of infidelity. The ants disappear into the tunnels of the anthill, crawling on the loaded sticks. Dystopia. What is the draw? No matter how hard I try to understand. What is the interest? The intrigue? Is it pride? Nationalism? Cold hard American nostalgia? What brings one to lean against a tank to rest from the crowd? To mount their children on it, take photos as they play gleefully with the trigger? It sickens me to see. I see these vehicles, weapons, machines of destruction, driving, propelling the war machine's propaganda into weak American hearts, looking for belonging in a place that does not belong to them. Mass militarism on the rise. Obscenely ostentatious. The veil becomes thinner by the day, worn down by pressure from both sides. Hot friction wears down the illusion. The illusion that there is more than one side, more than one choice, more than one people. Humanity. What happens when the veil finally falls? The crash, collide of building pressure, pressing into one another. Will we finally recognize each other as one? Forced unity can happen through fear, yes, but it can also come of love. All bodies get crushed just the same. Wearing an American flag will not spare you from the wrath of a bomb kissing the earth on which you are firmly planted. Belief in denial will not serve you, will not save you from violence on your doorstep. What does one feel when a tank drives along your neighbors down the highway? How should one feel? I feel scared. Catches my eye every time, even as they become more common. What do we become when we normalize militarism in our daily lives? When we can no longer ignore the presence, when it becomes too close to comfort? Will we continue our willful ignorance? What does it mean to be a people so comfortable with accelerationism, American exceptionalism, vehicles of violence, that we lean on them for rest and smile as our children play on them in the hazy sunshine? Where is the line of humanity? Dehumanize the enemy. We lose our humanity in violent competition. Conflate, come together. Sometimes I wonder if the possibility is too far-fetched. I've decided I don't really want to explain it. I think that was very straightforward. The point is, we're living in a time where violence is inherent to the systems that govern our day-to-day lives. But we don't have to normalize it. And ignoring these things that are happening because we are scared, because we are uncomfortable with the fact that these things are happening, it does not mean they're not happening. And not reading the news does not mean the news is not happening. not reading about people dying, or hearing about people dying, or talking about people dying, or our government killing people for no good reason, does not mean it's not happening. People are suffering at the hands of the systems that we live in and we indulge in every day. So, what can you do today to help counteract our inherent ignorance? Someone once told me ignorance is a verb, and I've continually thought of it that way ever since. Ignorance is a verb. That means it is a continuous action that you are taking to continue to be ignorant. What I do when I hear about things that scare me is I try to learn about them and I try to understand them. I do my research. I truly believe that education is one of the strongest tools that we have at our disposal, and the attack on knowledge is increasing. And so to learn as much as we can while we still can. They're not taking it away entirely, just censorship is increasing, and that's undeniable. But that doesn't mean there aren't still things out there. Yeah. Approach things with an open mind, but stay critical. Take everything with a grain of salt. And take time to reflect and explore your own truth, because it's easy to overconsume, especially what the media feeds us. It's a lot of times fear-mongering to make us scared on purpose. And so take time, take space to take care of yourself as you can, as possible, because you cannot pour from an empty cup, right? It's something I had to learn. So that's all I have for you today. Yeah. Talk to you soon.